Hey guys, Petra here from PT Networks. Today I'm going to go through a detailed tutorial with you guys about how to install WordPress on our hosting accounts. Now, this is going to be step by step. The tools that you're going to be using will run through during the tutorial, but basically all you really need is just FileZilla and or any other file transfer patient that you're familiar with. If you're not familiar with FileZilla, try and use something else. But yeah, let's get started, and hopefully it shouldn't take too long. So the first things first. When you go onto the PT Network store and you buy a hosting account, you're going to be emailed through one of our staff about the account. So further on to that, you'll be receiving an email with your domain name that you have either provided or that we've provided for you. And with this information, it'll give you your domain name. At the moment, we're using a temporary domain name, testing.ptnetworks.com.au. And the information that you'll be giving is the domain name, of course, the IP address of the server, which you shouldn't really need unless you're, having troubles connecting to your domain name itself. Your username, your password, your quota. This one has unlimited, and the name servers that you should be assigning to your domain name. So we email you these details, and you would have to, if you already have a domain name, you'd have to log into your domain name provider's account and change your name servers to the ones that we've emailed you, depending on which server you've been put on. Now, once you have those details, you're going to want to go to your domain name. So testing.ptnetworks.com.au for this example, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to go /cpanel and then enter, and you'll get a security error. Just click proceed anyway. Now you'd have to look at your notes, and you'll see that the username that you've been given, or the username that's in this, is abc123. So we're going to type abc123, and then the password on this account is ptnetworks. So ptnetworks, and then you're going to log in, and this will take you to the back end of the control panel, or the control panel itself. And now to add, what we're going to do is we're just going to go through a rundown on how to install WordPress, because this is one of the things that a lot of people, or a lot of you guys, are going to be wanting to do with the hosting account. So we're not going to go through every aspect of this control panel because that can take forever. So we're just going to go through the basics. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is either open the file manager, which will take you to a directory that looks a bit like this, and this is the default layout. So here's the thing: public_HTML is the folder that is viewable to the outside, to the public. So if you have anything that's in this public folder can be viewed to pretty much anyone unless you've got your permissions changed. Anything that's outside this public folder can't be accessed by anyone who's just surfing the internet. So that's one thing to keep in mind, because if there's any web pages that you want to be able to show to people, you're going to want to keep them in that public folder. Now, the other way to get to this, if you're not familiar with this and you're more familiar with file transfer, or if you're not familiar with either and you just want to know how to do them both, you'd open up your file transfer patient. So we're using FileZilla, and you put in your domain name, so testing.ptnetworks.com.au, your username abc123, and your password ptnetworks, and the port. Now the port can be 21 or 22. For this we're using 22. And then you're going to connect, and this will go through the whole connection process, and it will connect you to everything that's in the hosting account. So as you can see, everything that's here is everything that was being found here. Okay, so this is the exact same thing, except one's web-based and the other one's file transfer-based. Now, if you want to be, if you want to do things easier and you're a beginner, I would probably use the online interface. Where if you're needing things that are a little bit more technical, maybe stay with the file transfer. But for today, we're going to be using the web-based one. Now, to install WordPress, you're going to want to go to wordpress.org and then click on the download WordPress button. And click download WordPress, your latest version, and just click download. So this one's downloaded now, and we're just going to take this to the desktop quickly. Now, I'm going to go back to your web-based file transfer, and we're going to where is it? Okay, so upload up the top, and then choose file, select your WordPress zip file that you've downloaded. Okay, so now that that's uploaded, we can close this off, and then we can refresh this. So, okay, so notice that this is in the public underscore HTML folder. So we're going to want to right click on this and then extract it to the public folder, and then click close on that. And now we can delete everything here except for the WordPress folder. So we're just going to quickly delete this stuff because this stuff we don't exactly need. Okay, so anything that's in the public folder that was there when you've on a fresh login, you don't need any of that stuff. So we've extracted the whole folder here. We're just gonna take all of this and move it to the public directory just for the tutorial purpose. Okay, and now we're gonna go up, and now we see something different. So we've got, this is the WordPress interface, and it pretty much always says this, that it can't find a config file. So just create a configuration file, and then that's all done. Now, here comes the next bit. So it asks you here to, it asks you for your database name, username, password, database host, table prefix, all that sort of stuff. So this is all SQL database stuff. Now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go back to the main control panel area, and we're going to go down until we see MySQL databases, and we're going to click on that, and we're going to create a new database. So ABC123 underscore database 1 example. So create database, and we're going to go back, and that's created, and now we're going to create a user. So admin, and then password PT Networks, and then password again PT Networks, and then we're going to create that user. Now that user's been created, we're going to go back, and now we're going to add the user admin to the database 1, and we're going to click add, and then we're going to allow all privileges to that user, and then go back. Now we have a database called ABC123 underscore DB1, and we have a user that's assigned to that database, ABC123 underscore admin. Now we're going to go back to this, and we're going to put in the name of the database that we created. So it was ABC123 underscore DB1, and username ABC123 underscore admin. Remember, if you have any capitals that you've used in the database name, or the username, or absolutely anything, if there's any capitals, you need to remember to put these in exactly how they've been written. So capitals where they're supposed to be, lowercase where they're supposed to be. Everything needs to be 100%, otherwise you'll have problems. Now, password, same thing goes for the password. Okay, database host, we're going to keep that localhost, and you can keep table prefix at WP underscore. And then we're going to click submit, and everything should be working. Okay, so that gives you the confirmation that everything's okay, and then you're going to click run install, and that's pretty much installed. From that moment there, everything is installed. Now, what you can do is you can go through the whole site title and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to name this one testing, and then username admin and password PT Networks, and then email okay, and then we can select if we want search engines to be able to index this website or not. So it's entirely up to you, but at the end of the day, it is up to the search engines whether they want to index your website or not. And yeah, okay, so we'll install WordPress there, and you can save password or not, and that's it. Everything's been installed, so you can log in now with the username. What was the username? Admin, that's right, admin, and password. Okay, and remember me, login, and that's it. That's all there is to it. So if you go to, right now we're in the dashboard, and then this is the default layout for your WordPress installation. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So from here you can configure everything that you want to configure. You can add new themes, install new plugins, or whatnot. So to get to the login page, you would type in your domain name /wp-admin, or you could type in /wp login.php, I believe it is, but there's a few ways, but the most common way would probably be to go to your main domain, and then you can log in from up here, or from the meta there. Yeah, I believe that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've learned a bit from this, and be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you. Bye.